Have you ever thought about starting your own YouTube channel? In this digital age, YouTube has taken the world by storm, becoming an increasingly popular platform for expression, personal and otherwise. There's an undeniable allure to it, a chance to let your creativity run wild, and for some, even an opportunity to rake in a considerable income. YouTube is a canvas waiting for your unique stroke of brilliance. But where do you begin? Stick with us and let's break it down. Before you get to filming and editing, there are a few basic steps you need to take. First and foremost, you will need to create a Google account if you don't already have one. It's simple and straightforward, and most importantly, it's your gateway to YouTube. Once you've got your Google account sorted, you'll need to sign into YouTube. From there, the world of content creation is just a click away. Navigate to the top right corner of the screen, click on your profile picture, and select Create a Channel. Now comes the fun part, choosing a channel name. This isn't a decision to be taken lightly. Your channel name is your brand, your identity. It needs to be unique, memorable, and reflective of the content you plan to create. Take your time, brainstorm, and choose wisely. Now that you've set up your channel, it's time to think about content. What will your channel be about? This is where finding your niche comes in. Picture this. You're in a bookstore and you're on a mission to find a book that speaks to your love for vintage fashion. Now, would you rather roam aimlessly among thousands of books or head straight to the section labeled vintage fashion? The latter, right? That's the power of a niche. It's a compass that guides you and your audience to a common meeting point where your passions align. So how do you find your niche? It's like uncovering a treasure that's been hidden in plain sight. It's about harnessing your personal interests, hobbies, or expertise. Are you a culinary whiz who can whip up vegan delights in a snap? Or perhaps you're a tech enthusiast who loves dissecting the latest gadgets. These are potential niches you could explore. Let's look at some examples. Ever heard of ASMR? It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and it's a niche that has taken YouTube by storm. ASMR artists create videos that trigger a relaxing sensation for their viewers, often by using soft whispers or gentle sounds. Or consider fitness channels. They've carved a niche by sharing workout routines, diet tips, and wellness advice. These niches are successful because they cater to specific interests and needs. But remember, it's not just about what's popular. It's about what resonates with you. You can't sustain a channel on a topic you're not passionate about. Be authentic. Be you. That's the secret ingredient in the recipe for a successful YouTube channel. Finding your niche is like planting a seed. It might seem small and insignificant at first, but with time, patience, and care, it can grow into a mighty tree, standing out in the forest of content that is YouTube. So dig deep. Discover what makes you tick. What are you passionate about? What do you love to talk about? Once you've figured that out, you're one step closer to creating a YouTube channel that not only you will love, but that others will flock to. A defined niche will help you attract a dedicated audience. Now that you've found your niche, it's time to plan your content. And let me tell you, planning your content is just as important as creating it. First things first, you need to brainstorm video ideas. It's like a storm, but in your brain, where ideas rain down like cats and dogs. Think about what your audience wants to see, what questions they may have, and the unique perspective you bring to the table. Maybe you're a whiz at DIY projects, or you've got a knack for explaining complex topics in a simple way. Whatever it is, jot down all your ideas, no matter how outlandish they may seem. Remember, your best idea might just be a brainstorm away. Next up, you've got to create a content schedule. This isn't just about deciding when to post your videos, but also about what kind of content to post when. Maybe Mondays are for tutorials, Wednesdays for vlogs, and Fridays for fun and games. Or perhaps you prefer a bi-weekly schedule with in-depth content. Whatever your rhythm, stick to it. Your viewers will appreciate knowing when to expect new content from you. And speaking of consistency, let's talk about its importance. Consistency is key in the YouTube world. Just like how you wouldn't trust a friend who's always late, your viewers won't trust you if you're not consistent with your content. Being consistent doesn't mean you have to post a new video every day, but it does mean sticking to your schedule and delivering quality content every time. Remember, your viewers are investing their time in you, so you need to invest your time in creating content that's worth their while. Think of it like a promise. Every time you post a video, you're making a promise to deliver content that's engaging, informative, and true to your brand. And nothing breaks trust faster than a broken promise. So brainstorm those video ideas, create a content schedule, and be consistent. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about creating content, it's about creating content that your viewers can't wait to watch. With your content planned, it's time to start creating. Creating content might seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. The beauty of content creation lies in the exploration of your creative boundaries and the ability to tell a story that resonates with your viewers. Now let's delve into the basics. Filming and editing your content are two pivotal aspects. Good lighting and sound quality are not just add-ons, they're essentials. You don't need a Hollywood studio setup to achieve this. A well-lit room and a good quality microphone can do wonders. Remember, your viewers need to see and hear you clearly to engage with your content effectively. Another key point to consider is your shooting angle. Make sure it's flattering and complements the content you're presenting, and don't forget about the backdrop. It should be clean, uncluttered, and relevant to your video's theme. Moving on to editing, this is where the magic happens. It's your chance to polish your content and make it shine. Whether it's cutting out bloopers, adding fun transitions, or incorporating music, editing can enhance your video's overall appeal. There are several user-friendly editing software out there, both free and paid. Experiment with a few until you find the one that suits your style. Now, you might be wondering, but what if I want to learn more advanced techniques? Well, the internet is a goldmine of resources. There are countless online tutorials, webinars, and courses that can help you elevate your filmmaking skills. Some platforms even offer certifications upon completion, adding a feather to your content creator's cap. But remember this, folks, perfection is not achieved overnight. It's a journey, not a destination. The more you create, the more you learn, and the better you become. So don't be disheartened if your first few videos don't turn out as expected. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep creating. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you create, the better you'll get. You've created your content. Now, how do you get people to watch it? Well, it's not as daunting as it sounds. Trust me, there are effective strategies you can implement to grow your channel, and we're going to discuss some of them right now. Firstly, we have search engine optimization, or SEO for short. It's all about optimizing your video titles and descriptions to make them more search-friendly. You see, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and if you can get your videos to show up in those search results, you're on your way to getting more views. So, how do you optimize your videos? Use keywords that people are likely to search for. For example, if your video is about baking a chocolate cake, your title could be "How to Bake the Perfect Chocolate Cake?" The description should also contain relevant keywords and a brief summary of what your video is about. Next up, promoting your channel on social media. It's a great way to reach a wider audience. Share your videos on your social media platforms. If your content is interesting and engaging, people will be more likely to share it with their friends, and your reach will naturally expand. Lastly, let's talk about engaging with your audience through comments. People love to feel heard and appreciated. Responding to comments not only builds a sense of community, but it also encourages more engagement. Remember, YouTube's algorithm favors videos with high engagement. So ask your viewers to comment, like, and share your videos. Engage them in conversation and make them feel a part of your YouTube journey. One key thing to remember, though, is that growing a channel doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires consistency and dedication. Keep putting out quality content regularly. Keep engaging with your audience. Keep optimizing your videos for SEO, and keep promoting your channel. Growing a channel takes time and effort, but with consistency and dedication, you can do it. So let's recap what we've learned about starting a YouTube channel. We've journeyed through the initial concept, understanding the basics, and finding your unique niche. We've touched on the necessity of planning your content, creating it, and strategies for growing your channel. It's a process, but one filled with potential for creativity and connection. Starting a YouTube channel can be a rewarding endeavor. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and start creating.